Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tiffany. Today I'm going to be doing a demo and a review on the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. I would like to mention a couple things before I get started with the video. I did have to go to a Walgreens that was outside of my area to locate the shades that I thought would best suit my skin tone. I did pick up Mocha and Espresso, as you can see, and there was a shade that was deeper than Mocha. I can't recall, deeper than Espresso. I can't recall what the name of it was, but there was another shade that was on the display. And I decided to go ahead and pick up both of them because I wasn't really sure which one would best suit my skin. And another thing I would like to mention is my skin tone and my skin type. I am very oily, so whenever I wear a foundation, I always apply a primer. And the primer that I'm going to use, that I normally use, is my Becca primer. This is the Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector, and I'm going to use this with these foundations. And I would also like to mention that my skin tone, my face is a couple shades darker than the rest of my body, so whenever I am shopping for a foundation, I always like to shop for one that is going to match my décolleté area. So I wanted to put that out there before I get started. And my everyday go-to foundation is the L'Oreal True Match in Cappuccino. So I'm going to go ahead and apply Mocha to the back of my hand. I'm going to put Mocha on one side of my face and Espresso on the other. I'm going to dab a little bit of it onto my brush, and I'm going to be using the e.l.f. powder brush. And I'm going to show you this. This is what Mocha looks like on the back of my hand. It's a bit orange, as you can see. And I'm going to apply this to the right side of my face. And I'm going to swirl and dab. I'm going to swirl lightly. And I'm going to dab in the areas where I need more coverage. I'm going to apply a little bit more to the back of my hand. I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead and blend it out. And on the areas where I need more coverage. This foundation does have a smell to it. It smells like paint, actually. Hopefully that smell goes away once you apply it. And it also is very lightweight. It looks like skin, but the coverage is medium to full coverage. And it doesn't appear to be matte. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more on in the areas where I have some trouble areas at. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like before I start the other side. Okay, here's what we're working with. This is Mocha on this side, and then as you can see, I have not started with Espresso yet, and that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to put a little bit of that on the back of my hand as well, and I will show it to you. This is Espresso, and it is very orange tone as well. I'm going to put that on my left side. And I'm going to lightly buff it in. I don't know if I stated already, but Espresso is slightly deeper than the Mocha shade, and it leans a little bit cooler as well from what I can see. I'm going to add a little bit more to the back of my hand. The coverage is pretty good. It feels lightweight, which is very good. I don't like a heavy foundation. And I would like to mention I did not do any color correcting because I want you guys to see the truth of the foundation itself. Even though I will be setting it with my powder. Because if I put this on without powder, it is going to slide all over the place eventually. Okay, so I think I put on about the same amount on both sides. Looks pretty good. It feels good. Feels good on the skin. And when I say it looks good, like it looks like healthy skin. That's what I mean. The issue that I'm having with this foundation is the tone of it. It is very orange. I don't know if it's reading on camera, but it is very orange. And I'll pull down my shirt just a little bit so you can see the difference in the tones going on. So I guess right now would be a good time for you to give my overall thoughts on it as I'm putting on my powder, which I'm going to be using my Black Radiance press powder, and it looks like this, and it is in Bronze Glow. And I'm going to go ahead and set my face, and I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are. I do like this foundation in the sense that it feels really good on the skin. It doesn't look like I'm wearing makeup, other than the fact that, you know, the color isn't the right color. I have a piece of hair on my forehead. It isn't the right color, but I do like the foundation, and I just wish that it was the right color. I would continue to buy it if it had more yellow to it, because this on my skin is leaning orange and red at the same time, if that makes sense. And I know once it starts to oxidize on my skin, it's really gonna be apparent that it's not a good match. But it feels really, really good on the skin. Really, really good. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do as far as like putting powder on. I just needed to set it so it'll stay put. I'm gonna give you guys a look. Once again, this side is Mocha and this side is Espresso. And I would like to say this. I don't want to give it a negative review because I don't feel like it deserves a negative review. I do wish that Wet n Wild would go back in the lab and do a little bit more tweaking and maybe put out some shades that have more yellow undertones to it, but in the deeper color range. That would be awesome, because I would be willing to go back out and give it a try if they did have that available. I did pay $5.99 for this, so I feel like that is an excellent price, and for what you get 1 ounce of foundation, so that is great. But like I was saying, I think the color range needs to be worked on a little bit. I'm excited that they did put out deeper shades. That's exciting to me because I do enjoy Wet n Wild products. I do buy a lot of their other stuff, like their highlighters and their foundations and things like that, their lipsticks and nail polishes too. But I never could like try a foundation because they didn't have one that matched my skin tone. And when I saw that they they came out with the these colors, I was very, very excited because I'm like, wow, I get to finally try this, foundation, along with the rest of the line. I was very excited about that, but yeah, I just don't feel like this is going to be for me. However, I will be looking forward to other colors that they may launch. Hopefully Wet n Wild is listening and will expand their line and add some yellow or golden undertones to their foundations, that they continue to work on that, because this is really, really a good foundation. And I would say that I would recommend it to somebody if this color range suits your skin tone. I say go for it. But for me, I need a little bit more yellow golden undertones to my foundation, so for that I'm gonna have to pass on this. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it was helpful. Sorry for being all over the place. I've been out of the loop forever and ever. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I want to say thank you for watching, and God bless and take care. Bye-bye.